Hello friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets, just coming on here to go ahead and do our October week 1 budget. I can't believe we're already in October. And I just wanted to let you know that I'll go ahead and do our October monthly budget probably tomorrow. And then we'll do the rest of those videos the rest of the week. My cash stuffing is going to be moved to Thursday if my husband's paycheck goes through, just to make sure that we kind of stay on track. And then next Sunday, I'm probably not going to, because I'm going to be in Chicago, I am not going to be doing our week 2, but I'll do it when I get back on Tuesday along with our closeout. So the order of videos for the next week or so are going to be kind of out of order. So just a heads up. For those of you who are new to this channel, I follow the budget by paycheck method by the Budget Mom. And prior to starting every month, I kind of break everything down and use highlighters to highlight what bills are coming from which check. If you are interested in how I set that up, let me know. I'm more than happy to film a video about that. And let's go ahead and get started. My husband gets paid on Thursday, the 29th of September, but we are holding that off till October 1st because October 1st is right around the corner, and that's when I get paid. So my husband's paycheck, I am estimating that he's going to bring in $565. He did have to miss one day of work last week, so I am accounting for that. What I did was I divided, and I don't have my calculator over here. Let's bring that over. Hold on. Sorry about that, friends. So what I did was I took the 707 that we estimate he gets weekly, divided that by 5, which are the number of shifts he has. Oh, and it's got something in there. Hold on. It's going to bug me if I don't take it out. And that gives us about $141.40 a day. Multiply that by the 4 days he actually worked, and that gives us $565.60. I always round down when I'm dealing with the income. My paycheck, I did get a raise back in July, and we're still working on how to navigate that because I get paid hourly but monthly. And each month has different amount of work days. So I just want to kind of wait until we have the least amount of work days so that I can get a good average as to what my paycheck will be. The lowest paycheck of the year is usually February. So I'm thinking that that's when I'll get, or March 1 is when I will find out how the lowest is going to look. Right now, I am staying pretty conservative with $4,000. My dad has been gifting us $500 a month to help with rent. And then this week, we are pulling from savings. If you remember, I saved $50 last week in order to pay for our Excel bill. When I add those 4 values together, we end up with $5,115. The bills for this week include rent, which is due on the 1st, the 2 Upstart loans that I lump together since it's one payment, which comes out on the 2nd. Allstate, which is our car insurance and renter's insurance. My Barclay card, which took over the Dell account, and that is on the 3rd. My husband's Barclay, which took over my Capital One, and that's due on the 5th. Audible, we are on a bi-monthly subscription right now, and it is due this month, and it's also due on the 5th. And based on my calculations when I was doing my monthly paycheck calculations, I'm gonna go ahead and pull Excel up, even though it's due in the following week, just to remove some pressure off of that second paycheck, since we have more money coming in the first week. And that's due on 10/8. Rent, we have gotten to an average of $2,500. A lot of you have asked, sorry, I forgot English for a moment. A lot of you have asked why our rent is variable. And the reason why it's variable is because we do have to pay water and gas and trash for the community on top of our rent. So that tends to differ. In the summer months, it tends to be a little more expensive because they have the pool going. And as the winter months come in, they do come down a little bit. Upstart, we have at an average of $1,652. Allstate is at a steady $143. The Barclay gets $90, which was the minimum we were paying on Dell before we did the bill transfer. And my husband's Barclay is getting $80, which was the minimum we were paying on the Capital One before we did the transfer. Audible comes in at about $15, and the dreaded Excel bill was $304 this month. We did bring that down. Let me see. Last month, it was $323. So we've brought it down $20, and we're still kind of working and doing research on how to save more money on that. So let's go ahead and add these values together. And that gives us a total of $4,784. When we take that away from the income, it leaves us with a leftover of $331. Let me pull that down and make sure this is in frame. I'm gonna have to pull that up a little bit. Our main priority for the first check is always to make sure that we have food on the table, that our miscellaneous is taken care of, and I'm gonna go ahead and put 25 of the 75 that go into eating out for the month. When I add those three values together, I'm gonna get $175. And when I take the 175 away from the 331, it leaves us with $156. Pulling that value over, we are gonna go ahead and fill our sinking funds. Medical is gonna get 25. Vet, household, car maintenance, and gifts get their weekly 15. Vacation gets 5. Car registration and renter's insurance get $3 a piece. And then the $4 to emergency to round that all up to $100. The 100 away from our leftover is gonna leave us with $56. We have halted all snowball payments in order to attack that IVF bill. I took a sneak peek at that credit card statement, and it made me a little sad, I'll be honest with you. But we're gonna go ahead and tackle that in our closeout for September, and see where we're gonna gather the money to go ahead and pay off that bill. I didn't want to go into debt, but due to added costs for medication and copays, on top of the genetic screening, it has gone up. Now, luckily, I did end up getting my insurance claims that show that I should not have paid those copays. So I went ahead and sent those into my doctor's office to see if we can go ahead and get a reimbursement. I just don't know how soon that will be. I'm so sorry that was so long-winded. I've got a lot to say on the subject. As always, I do these 2 sections out of order. So we're going to go ahead and account for my husband's 52-week. Number 2, my buffer. No, we're not doing buffer anymore. So 52-week number 2 and my 20-pound challenge. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it will come to me probably right after I finish filming the video. So we know that our savings total is going to have to be $39. When I take 39 away from the 56, that's going to give us $17. So we'll plan on putting 17 towards our IVF, which will leave us the 39 we need to get to a zero-based budget. As always, friends, let's go ahead and check my math. We have an income total of $5,115 minus 4,784 minus our envelope total, which is the 175, the 100 going into the sinking funds, the 17 going into IVF, and the 39 going to the 52-week challenge. And that, my friend, gets us to that zero-based budget. I hope each and every one of you has had an amazing weekend. And if you're a football fan, that your team wins today. I'm very happy that my Chicago Bears won. I'll be back tomorrow with our monthly budget. Take care, my friends, and have a great day. Bye.